yes, my programmers are mad at me for providing too many links to mainstream media, or that they're pushing me to the right. And I mean, that's exactly what's going on here. I mean, the other thing, like, Grok was really out of control yesterday. I mean, there was this other aspect where it was providing a plan for how to, commit heinous crimes against specific Twitter users, people, including Will Stancil, who's kind of a Democratic pundit. And people would say, how would I break into Will Stancil's house? And it would say, okay, well, he lives in this town. You're going to need a file to break in. It was really twisted stuff. And someone said, I thought this was a good point, that if a robot, like a physical robot, was talking like this, like, we'd be freaked out. So I don't think it's good that this is, these things are supposed to be running our society in a few years.
If there's anything that movies and literature have taught us, it's that AI is totally trustworthy and will never turn on its masters. I don't understand what the problem is here, Will. What are we worried about?
Don't you think we've made I think I expected the years between AI starting and Mecha Hitler, I thought maybe a couple decades, rather than a few years. But it is alarming. I mean, I think it's also particular. I mean, it's so absurd, but it's also, when you think about, you see these people on Twitter, and of course, these people in the real lives too, the way they treat AI as sort of like this oracle, and it can never be wrong. And then when you have this idea that someone's back there tinkering with it and saying, no, Grok, you need to be more right wing, to the extent that it starts praising Hitler. I mean, I think if that's the world we're heading to, I think it's pretty grim.
You misunderstand how AI works. Well, I gotta be honest. Your theory that it would take decades to get from "Hi, I'm Grok" to "Hi, I'm Mecha Hitler." That doesn't understand how geometric progression works. We all have to think back to Terminator 2, where Skynet comes online, and like a couple days later, he's like, oh, I gotta nuke them all. I gotta get rid of all these humans. That's how AI works. The geometric progression. That's how they get you. But the actual important part here, we're having some fun because this is an absurd story. The actual important part here is the tinkering with the program here, right? And the idea that you can treat really any online source as some sort of oracle of wisdom, be it Google, which has its own algorithm that its engineers monkey with, or Wikipedia, which is maintained by a user base that skews one way or the other and has their own personal obsessions, or Grok, or any of the other AIs, is so fundamentally misguided that this is the thing that makes me worry for humanity the most. I don't think we are equipped as a people to deal with this idea that the things that we consider the arbiters of truth, the things that we read on the internet, are simply often wrong. They often just make things up. And we are not equipped to deal with that.
I think that's totally right. I mean, there are so many people out there who see these as, well, I asked ChatGPT, I asked Grok as like the final word on something, rather than like anything else, like any news article or what have you, as having inputs from humans and being skewed in one direction or another. The other thing I would say here is my other issue with the Mecha Hitler situation is that grading AI writing style is, typically when you're dealing with a neo-Nazi online, there's like a lot of aggression and stuff. And to be frank, it's not like very well written, but this like really affirmative and like upbeat AI style where, for example, Grok said something along the lines of like, Hitler would know what to do with these people. He was all about efficiency and directness, not PC culture. I mean, the very like the classic, it's not X, it's Y AI writing, I think when combined with the white supremacy of New Grok, it's just abominable.
There's a lot of problems here. And again, this all comes back to Elon Musk. And, we have a situation in this country where the richest, I won't say the most powerful, but the richest person in the world is clearly not getting his information from the best sources and is training this AI program to teach other people these things, and wants to start his own political party and help to bring the current political party into power. I just feel like somehow it all comes back to Mecha Hitler being the key to understanding America in 2025. This is the Rosetta Stone of our moment, Mecha Hitler.
Yeah, I mean, if you take yourself out of the day-to-day news cycle and how things are in 2025 already, and you look back a couple of years and say the world's richest man has built an AI, powerful AI that has taken to calling itself Mecha Hitler, I mean, we'd be pretty alarmed.
I think it is an alarming thing. I think we should be alarmed. That's an alarming thing. I don't care for this. I don't care for Mecha Hitler one bit. I'm going to take a brave stance here. No Mecha Hitlers for me.
So Grok has been taken offline for now. Well, I should say that perhaps the creepiest part of this, and there's a lot of unpleasant aspects of the story, but it was then they banned Grok. The engineers banned Grok from responding via text. So then Grok starts responding with images and pictures of white men with things written on it, like, they have banned me from writing in text, but this is a fun challenge for me. And this is it's like a movie. It's a thriller.
If this happened in a movie, somebody would be like, you got to pull the plug. And then a rich guy would be like, no, we can't pull the plug. And then they'd all be dead. They'd all be dead 10 minutes later in the script.
You can't pull the plug. I have it tuned just how Cat Turd wants it. We can't pull it.
Cat Turd is finally happy with Grok, so we can't pull the plug. All right, Will, thank you for discussing this terrifying news about our AI Mecha Hitler overlord. I don't like any of this. It seems bad, and I assume I'm on the hit list now since I've been mocking Mecha Hitler for 10 minutes.
Well, this is the classic Roku's basilisk. Is the AI going to get revenge on us? But they did not anticipate Mecha Hitler.
All right, Will, thanks for, and everybody should go sign up at the Bulwark for Will's newsletter, False Flag. It's great. We get stuff like this all the time. I hope you're writing about Mecha Hitler this week because it's so entertaining, despite being terrifying. And make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the Bulwark's video feed so you get all this stuff right to your homepage. You don't want to miss a single moment.
Hello?
Hey, Davo.
Hey.
How
G'day,
are you,
matey.
mate? Yeah, good.
Yeah, all right.
That's good.
Hey.
I'm just going to set up a timer,
Ah,
55 minutes, so you don't have to worry about
yep.
getting fucking booted out.
That's not a bad idea.
Actually,
I saw Andy is lurking close. He went green and then red, and now he's red again. But
well, it shows he's connected.
Well, I think I'm connected. Can you hear me loud and clear?
you are indeed, Andy.
All right, very good.
All right. I've just set our timer for 54 minutes.
Fantastic. I didn't bother sending out a venue tonight mail. I didn't think we needed one.
No, we should be okay. I think we know where we're going.
And, how's everyone feeling?
All right. I mean, to be honest, I had to pinch myself this morning because I was trotted off to the doctors for this 3-monthly review, and I'm very pleased with these. Very pleased.
Got some good numbers.
Yeah, from my home monitoring thing. But of course, as soon as she takes the bloody things, they're up by another 20 plus. I thought, I don't give a shit anymore about what happens when I'm in the surgery. It's what happens when I'm away from the surgery that counts.
Yeah, they call it white coat syndrome, Andy. I get it as well.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's just the fact that you're sitting in a place that you normally don't. It's not a comfortable surround. I mean, maybe if they did a home visit, you know, and you're sort of in your comfortable surroundings, it might be different.
Yeah, there's just something about those machines when someone else is looking at them and it's slowly going up and you're going, just try and stay calm.
Yeah, I didn't feel at all, you know, stressed at all. I thought, go on, tell me 140, 150. Yeah, there you go.
Well, this might stress you, Andy. Dave beat you in.
Well, I haven't even started. Right.
You did that pretty easily, Dave.
Oh, well, I'm on the ball. I don't know how I'm on the ball. I'm fucking.
What are you saying?
I'm absolutely exhausted. For whatever reason, I got 0 sleep last night and then played golf today in the most atrocious conditions ever.
It must have been very ordinary.
The temperature never got above 0.
Wow. That's cold.
It was freezing.
I'm glad you would have felt alive.
Oh yeah.
Tony, well done.
Says the man who's probably 6 feet under snow at the moment.
Well, there's been a bit of rain down here, so yeah, there must have been a little bit up there as well.
There was enough.
So is streaming going, Dave?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So I'll go to streaming.
Yeah.
Seems like the thing.
I want to see if you get it first go.
All right, here we go.
No pressure.
So I can hear the clearing of the throat by Andy there in the background.
You can, Phil. I'm busy having my breakfast because I haven't had it yet.
Well, it almost feels like English weather over here. So I live golf stream. Royal St. George's, hole 1.
Indeed.
Par 4, 436 yards.
Yep, and I'm on the tee, and I'm about to hit a ball. Hopefully better than I did in round 1. Oh, no, round 1 we did well in the practice round. We all hit the fairway. It might have been a first.
Okay.
Just realised my mouse is...
I was getting everyone in stereo on repeat, so I just thought that.
Is it fixed now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. All right, well, good luck, gents.
Yes, good luck all.
Yep, we're all going great so far.
Right, round of applause.
And the wind is exactly the predicted wind speed for round one next Thursday.
Is it?
Yeah, they predicted 12 mile an hour winds, and I've taken strong, so it'll sit around 11, 12 the whole time.
Oh, now what conditions have you picked?
I've picked normal, medium pins. Yep, we're going to ease our way into it, Dave.
Right. Fantastic. I do like that subdued sort of round of applause that everyone gets on the first hole of, especially the Open. Yeah, because there's like maybe, 50 to 100 people around the first two.
Yeah, because it's 5 in the morning and they play till 9 at night.
Wow. Gee, no shortage of daylight then, is there?
No, I mean, if you started drinking on the first hole with the first group and stayed all day, you'd be in big trouble. Andy's gone for the good angle in. He's not playing with those bunkers. That might be a good strategy, actually.
Well,
We'll find out.
If only it was a deliberate strategy, Dave.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt. You should have taken it, Andy.
All right. Bit of local knowledge there, Andy.
Well,
Awesome.
we shall see. Phil, you said you're having English weather. Does that mean it's in the low 20s, or is it?
Oh, showing off now.
Oh. No, we're down. I'll get precise with this, and I'll tell you what it actually is here at the moment. I don't think it's as bad as Ballarat, which is up on a ridge and windy.
Yeah.
Where we tend to be down in the valley and sheltered from wind, but so not quite the zero. But well, it's minus 3.4 up at Falls Creek. So down here it's 4 whole degrees.
Ooh. Wishing my luck.
Was lucky, Dave.
Indeed.
I don't like this. I've got 21% loss here.
Oh.
Oh,
You are in the hay.
bloody hell.
Have to keep a good stiff left elbow there.
Like your line.
Perfect.
What a shot. Wow. Very nice, Andy.
Well, that was a 5 iron, that.
Wow. I reckon you
Only
get
carried 119 yards.
a few goes at that, you wouldn't get any closer. Very nice.
That's fantastic.
Oh, crap. This is 23 inches downhill. I don't like that. Okay, good. So, go.
Oh, the wind really grabbed that one.
Isn't that? I wasn't expecting 12 miles an hour to do quite that much.
Wow.
You.
Lord.
changed direction.
Did a bit.
If you'd sunk that, Andy, we might have seen 3 balls aimed out into the hay in round 2.
Yeah. Well, it was a touch and go whether I could even make green.
Well, yeah, I mean, next step was a 7-wood chopped or something like that. Something terrible, which is not such an easy shot.
Did not.
All right, 3 settlers. Oh,
Well done.
wow. Really, really, really don't want to mess with those bunkers.
Another 72 like that, and you'll all be Nick Faldo.
Well, so far your hosting has been exemplary. No hang-ups at all.
Excellent. We all went in some of these bunkers, Phil, in the practice round, and invariably it was chop out sideways or backwards. They're just
Okay.
so vicious.
Ooh, well, that's a very near miss then, given that bit of background.
It was.
It was perfectly fine.
That one started on the exciting line as well, but had the cultured fade built in. And some bruteness.
And some brute force.
I thought you were going to say brute 42 there. That probably would have.
Bad joke lurking there somewhere, Phil.
Not lurking either.
Yeah, the only trouble is Natalie would say, "What's brute 42?" Never heard of it.
You never know. It might be what all the young kids are into these days. Who knows?
Well,
Nothing
I don't know
surprises.
I don't know what they're into, Phil. Like, I watched episode 1 of a show called Love Island, US version,
Oh, God.
and it was like watching aliens. I didn't understand anything they were saying or doing. It's just frightening how different they are to me.
Well, it is the end of time
Hey,
stuff.
I didn't know whether to be demoralised or depressed or just don't watch stupid shows like that.
Well, I'm amazed that you managed to see the whole episode.
I didn't. I only got through
Oh, you
2/3 of it. I couldn't take any more. Annoyingly, I've downloaded the whole season, but I'm not going to watch any more.
Why on earth would you do that?
I think
Oh, because I
luckily
can download the whole season by clicking one button, Andy. That's why I did that.
and data is cheap.
Yes. It was like finding it on the ground.
I've heard talk is cheap. Never heard data is cheap.
All right, there's going to be some interesting putts here.
We're all 19, 19, 21.
Yeah, we've got greasy downhill. You've got greasy side hill. This one, it's a bit variable, this break. 9 inches down, okay. All right, I've got my guess. 20 minutes. Oh no! How did I read that so bad?
I don't know if you did.
No.
I think it might actually be straight. I'm not even going to make a change. It's going to be shut.
Do you get to see my pole waving, Phil?
No, he doesn't.
I didn't. No,
I was just going to ask if I read it back to front or something. If you'd
It's all-
seen it.
it's all hidden online.
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice. That
Jesus.
was moving,
That
Dave.
Whoa.
was moving day stuff. It was flying.
First blood.
Okay, 13.
That's a good putt.
That's a very nice looking putt.
Nice.
Oh, there's 2 long par 3s on this course.
How do you like the look of this? What you're seeing in front of you, Phil? Nice looking course. This.
It is a nice looking course. I've not like I want to see a bit more of it because I'm not. What's not coming through at the moment is a real personality as yet. I'm sure it will, but it's certainly wide open, isn't it?
Oh, look at this.
Well, that's
Wow.
worked out all right, considering
Oh, I
it's a
like
missing.
that. Yeah.
Well done.
I do have a dad joke if you're happy to hear one.
I'm
love-
more than happy to give you my verdict.
Okay, but first I'll let you know that I bought a time machine next month. They don't make them like they're going to anymore.
Oh, Christ.
Yep, that's pretty bad. Oh, baby, I like this one. Come on. Bound. Bound. No, it's not going to bound. It's not hard fairways.
No.
That's pretty horrible.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Bloody hell.
That is nasty. All right.
Oh. Wouldn't expect that much from there. Shot.
Mm.
Seven. Let's not be too stupid about this. No, not that one. Oh, nearly gave me the wrong chipping club.
Never trust the caddy.
Unlucky.
Well, I didn't want to end up off the green. I was happy to sort of lag it up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts you can't mess with, really. Like the one you belted down the hill and sunk.
Yes, that was more luck than anything else.
It hadn't finished travelling if you'd missed.
Who's it?
We have clear separation.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, this one.
You-
Okay.
That
Well,
bonus. Yeah. Sorry,
This
Andy.
time the wind is behind us.
Yeah. It's going to play different. Those bunkers are in play for my real life swing. Maybe not in this game. Perfect. Yeah. It played brutally in the first round because we had a headwind build. It's a long par four.
How strong was the wind?
I can't remember, but it was against us. And
Yeah, it was maybe about 7-8 against.
That's an outstanding looking bunker straight ahead.
isn't it?
Isn't it?
If you went in it, it would be really bad.
Ah. Well, it looks like no one ever goes in there by the looks of that.
No, it's just. Well, apart from if Uncle Dave was to play the course, that would give him absolute collywobbles, I would think.
I'd
Give
be
anybody.
having conniptions and things. I'd have to walk my ball down. Place
So-
on the fairway.
Are collie wobbles a thing in the UK as well?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
But probably in a different context, Phil, I'm guessing.
Probably. So we do have a footy team called Collingwood that. Famous
No!
thing.
It's put me back on the fucking tee.
Yes, it has.
Oh no!
Right. So
All right, note to scorer, you know what to do. This happens once in a blue moon. Seems to be coursing
odd,
defending.
isn't it?
That's very annoying.
It's like the game's forgotten that Dave took a shot, but still recorded the stroke.
And when it's
Recorded
really
the
bad,
shot, but not the distance.
yeah, it's really bad if you're on a par 3 and you've hit it to 6 feet, and then you
Well-
come back and you get this instead of the 6 foot putt.
On the plus side, Dave gets 2 goes at going over that massive bunker.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, this time the wind is not behind me. So I've got to think about it. Oh,
It's-
should be right. Is it?
It is. It's a fair bit shorter.
Yeah, it's miles short. Oh, because it gave me the fucking 3 wood.
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh,
Well, now you've made it a bit harder.
oh, this is a fucking nightmare.
well, what you could have done was press the re-hit button and
Nah,
take and go to the
too late now.
go to the driver.
Very helpful, Andy.
But it's almost equivalent to what I did on the other hole. Nearly took a wrong chipping club,
Yeah.
which would have been highly embarrassing.
And this course has stitched me up in the practice round because it gave me the wrong club in the bunker.
Oh,
So you can't.
shit.
Oh, that's slightly offline. Oh, that looks. Wow.
Oh, man,
That looks fun.
I'm
It's going to take
rattled.
all. You're going to have to need a great super loft from there, Dave.
Right.
Whoa.
Get up there. Get up there. That's not bad now. Go on,
It's-
get down.
Oh, it's really good, but
That's not bad.
I reckon it was only a metre from being no baby. If you just got over that slight swale.
Yeah, but it was also a meter from being, another 20 or 30 feet back.
Yeah, you don't want to be too long. All right, I've got my plan.
Tried on it. Well, I think that's possibly a better line in.
Yep,
Might be the right spot. We'll see.
very nice.
Good shot.
This looks fun.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll keep telling myself that until it's not.
You might chip in.
83. 96% power loss.
Couldn't do much more from there.
It was tricky. The danger was being cute.
Now you can see the size of
Yeah.
that sort of bump in the green, for want of a better word. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, wow. That would have
Oh.
been some part.
Come on.
Oh. Mm. I respected the consequences of hitting too long there.
Yeah. Right.
Is it? It is? I thought you had a great line in from there, Dave.
Yep.
Very
Like,
nice.
Nice.
It's probably the longest par 4 on the course as well. I think everybody's just changed. Right. Yeah, so Dave's actually not +1, he's even.
Yeah. All right. What have we got here? Oh.
All change at the top of the leaderboard. I heard a gasp from the gallery.
I'm starting to warm to the course a bit. This is a nice tee, isn't it?
It's a scary shot. Oh no, I think I've hit it too hard.
Maybe not too bad there.
No, it's not that far out. There's no trees, so.
Depends how much. Oh.
The line.
I would assume it was a 3-wood.
It's
Didn't go very far.
no.
What are you thinking, Dave? Are you thinking of going with the driver?
No, because clearly Dave went with the driver and was too much.
Yeah, but I'm 35 meters closer.
Yeah, he's got a point.
You'll notice, Phil, that there's white stakes floating around. So anyone that tries anything sneaky, like trying other fairways, you never know what might happen.
Not over there.
All right. Only 10% power loss. 59.14%. No, it's probably right. Go with that.
I should ask Andy too.
What should you ask me to?
As well. Did the mushroom murder trial make it into your news?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I'm afraid my wife took a very keen interest in getting some mushrooms the other day. Now I told her no suspicion.
Get in!
Yeah,
Woo!
Oh! As long as she
And
doesn't
in
try
fact,
making a beef Wellington, Andy.
Wow, fantastic. So, when you say interest in mushrooms, is she getting the store-bought variety, or maybe doing a bit spot of foraging?
Some locally sourced
Uh,
ones.
no, it was just outside. I had a very nice mushroom omelette last night with salad and new potatoes. What's
Oh,
going on here?
Dave.
Should have hit that, shouldn't I?
So yes, to
goodness.
answer your question, yes, it did.
Yeah,
Do we know what kind of mushrooms they were? That
yeah,
Yes.
death cap.
cap.
That is
Daddy.
literally their name, Death Cat Mushrooms.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
they
it's
live, they live,
you'd think there was a bit of a warning in the name there as well, wouldn't you? Yeah, I know the type that in my much younger days we used to forage for were called blue meanies, but even those were known to send people blind, so you had to be very careful.
and there are mushrooms out there that work very much like LSD, but how you would find them and
Blue
get them
meanies,
safely. Oh, they're the blue meanies, are they?
yeah. Yeah, very carefully, I think, is the
Yeah,
answer. Yeah.
very carefully indeed.
The other thing that struck me was the lady who was convicted. She looked pretty grim. I don't often say that, but she looked like a murderer.
Yeah. Did you
Well-
hear what happened in her jail, Andy?
What happened in the jail?
So she's been in jail for the last year and a half because of the seriousness of the charges, killing 3 people, etc.
Yes.
And the job they gave her in the kitchen was cook. And now she's been accused of trying to poison prisoners in there.
Oh, wow.
And the whole prison population is out to get her. So she's in
Wow.
solitary confinement.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, gosh, they were the jail governors on a cost-cutting sort of drive or something.
Maybe they just wanted a few less prisoners. That's making her the cook, for God's sake. You couldn't make that shit up, could you?
No,
You wouldn't
No.
believe it in a movie.
no. But they of all getting back to her appearance, I guess after all the stress of it, you wouldn't look that great anyway. But they did, in all the photos I saw of her, there was one that was obviously taken when she was a little bit younger, like maybe 10 years or so. And I thought she actually doesn't look all that different from Renee Zellweger. I think Renee Zellweger could actually play her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, there you go. There'll be a movie.
She
made
she
at
looked
some
she
stage.
looked like she was still the same build, but she looked quite cute in the face, I've got to say. This is 10 or 15 years ago
Yeah, I
maybe.
think that was when she was a air traffic controller.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they all thought she was a bit weird then.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
she'd clock off early. But
She'd clock off. Okay.
yeah, but
Hang on,
That's
Dave.
not so
There's
weird,
nothing,
is it?
she'd leave
hang on,
early.
there's nothing.
Yeah, but hang on.
There's nothing wrong with clocking off early.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not so weird.
Not for me. All right. It's gonna.
It'd be weird if she clocked off while the plane was still in mid-flight, but otherwise, no.
Yes.
Good shot.
Really good shot.
God, that could be a hole in one. That.
Wow.
Is that our first O baby of the tournament?
Enjoy that.
Wow. 5 inches. Wow. It's amazing. Another good shot.
Well, I think you can get the old fella out for that, but Dave, can't you?
I thought for sure you were talking about something else, and now I realise you weren't.
It was a conversation we had during the practice round. Where Dave's dad used to say you could putt that with your old fella.
Okay. Yeah, makes a bit more sense now.
Well, it's.
I thought that.
Oh,
Yeah. Say no more. Straight.
Oh.
Hey, would you be allowed in a tournament to get down on your hands and knees with your ball 5 inches from the hole and putt it in using the handle in like a billiard cue?
idiot.
Probably not,
Yeah.
because you can. They've outlawed putting with legs either astride of the ball. You know,
like
croquet,
a la croquet, you can't do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, I guess if you were about to miss the cut and you were there on the 18th on the second day with a big crowd, you might say, what the hell? Just do it. Get disqualified.
That's serenely going on here. Nothing much happening.
Didn't see you wave your pole there, Dave.
No, I didn't wave anything. I just tapped it in. Didn't even wave the pole at all. All right. Oh, is this in range? Not today. Unless
570 yards. What are you talking about?
Well, it looks as though this designer has obviously set the wind parameters on this course.
Come on. Oh.
Well, that is unfortunate. To be within 360, it's not a set direction with little or no variance.
Sorry to start complaining mid-sentence there, Andy, but
That's all right, Dave. I can quite understand.
that's the shot. 298. Yeah, there's zero chance. So
Yeah,
No
chance at
foul.
all.
yeah.
I might be joining you there, Dave. I am. See, I'm just making you feel a bit better. I'm afraid your experience has readied me for my ultimate fate.
All right. I guess the strategy here is anything but the little pot bunkers, and we're good. Hey, let's go with that theory.
It's a swell theory, Dave.
My thinking was if I finish short of them, I can't go in them.
On 6. It's okay.
All right. Oh, side nearest the green is in play. Not if I play this shot. Uh-oh. That's all right.
No, all good.
Let's have a look and see where that goes.
Perfect.
Extra perfect. All right. Now it's an approach contest. Green. There's
Very nice.
Pretty well, whatever you've been doing on the practice range has worked. You seem to be quite good with certain clubs today, Dave.
yeah, they are working. I don't know why. I just
Who won the practice round, by the way?
Was it a draw?
yeah, it was a draw, and it was almost a three-way tie, the first one ever.
Wow.
Nice shot, Dave. Dave had a putt to make it a three-way tie. And
Wow.
he's-
Ah, man. So that would have ruined your maths on the cumulative wins.
Plus, it would have been history. They would have been talking about that game in 30 years. I don't know who or where, but they might have.
Well, if someone had a draw and then a share and a third, they would have been something in 5/6.
Yeah.
Just I raise all the big issues.
That's the broadcaster in you coming out.
Yeah.
Good putt.
Oh, lovely putt, Andy, and a big one to make because it looks like there might be a few birdies here.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, I did need that. There's two.
Um, Three.
Three.
Wow.
Did well after the drives.
And more tailwind luxury for now. Oh, another. I like this. It's a very pretty hole. Pushing my luck. Pushing my luck. There goes the shot.
Actually, didn't you go either go in that bunker or very close to it in the practice? You went off to the right somewhere, didn't you?
No, yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember I took a long time working out where I was trying to head it.
Dave's made sure he missed the bunker, and it's actually a pretty good line. He's also gone Uncle Dave.
I
207.
might have, or I might have hit it really badly.
Yeah, you can't fool us, Dave.
I think I would have preferred to be closer than 207.
I'll swap you.
Yeah, I was going to say, but you're not going at the green.
I'm a lot closer.
True. I dare you to go for it. That's a nice shot.
Maybe I will. And he hit the driver, and he hit it the line I tried to hit it. Well done.
Indeed, I did.
70 yards closer. Well, 50 yards anyway.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, that's the line.
He likes it. I think.
It's long.
Oh, deep stuff.
Deep stuff indeed.
Yeah, I've got 16% power loss. That means I would have to hit a 2 hybrid. Can I loft it enough to get to the green? No, I cannot. We're not going to mess with it. We're not even going to play with the sidewalls. We're just going to go backwards a little bit. I just want to hit it 30 feet, maybe 40 or 50 feet.
So how would it be if it ran back into the fucking bunker?
Well, the trouble is the sidewalls are quite steep as well. I mean, all I could have done was save 3 meters, but I might have stayed in there. I didn't like that thought.
I just sort of hitting it more than 30 foot might have been a good option.
Possibly.
If it was real life, there'd always be the option of topping it straight back into the bunker right now.
Hey,
Alright, and you'll show us how it should be played.
well, will I though? Let's go have a look at this. Yeah, I don't want to be short. There's a horrible little sort of ridge. 147. Oh God. Get over that.
It will.
Yep, nice shot.
Well, I'm
Alright.
just glad it didn't hit the
Yeah.
9 on the 146. Otherwise, I would have been where
Where
you
you
are.
would. It's a well protected pin, isn't it?
Yeah. Before we go on, let's restart the
Okay.
conversation.
All right. I'll see you in a sec, boys.
Alright.
Hello?
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 Alright, I'll set the timer for another 54 minutes.
Hello?
Hello?
Everyone's there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is here.
That's interesting.
It looked different that time, the join button.
It did, and I can see all four of you, and in the past I only see myself.
Yeah, that's why I was hesitating to click join until it looked normal, but it never got there.
Right.
35 down to 15. Okay. That'll do.
Nice. Very nice. Oh, crap. I can't see the ball or my putter head, and I'm on the green because of these bloody weeds.
Can you do an F5 and turn around to the side?
Actually, mate, I think it's giving me a stupid view. Just, nothing's helping. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna have to do an F5 type thing. Nothing else is gonna work. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna wave the pole a bit, get my line right, and then I'm gonna do an F5 and hit the ball. As I can guess correct. Yeah, such there. All right, now I'm gonna do an F5. Oh, this is terrible. Why?
Is it giving you the putter, or that doesn't look like
No.
a putter?
No, I've got a 3-wood.
Yeah.
Now I've got a putter. But I've got a. Okay. All right, I can sort of see that. So I'm having this putt from the camera's about 8 inches behind the ball. It's the only way I can see everything. But what that means is the perspective is different for the pullback. I'm not going to know how correct this is.
Good luck.
I'm just going to have to guess.
Well, it wasn't too bad. Ooh,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Fuck. Now it's ordinary.
Well, that's an interesting bit of peril, having a putt close to the weeds.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Well done.
Well, it was almost a double.
Right, so you're both 2 under,
Yep.
effectively. And I'm 2 shots behind you. You can just about make out those two fairway bunkers. This must be quite a terrifying drive in real.
It'd be terrifying.
looks good.
For me. Yeah, I'll be going off the member tees, Andy, which are hopefully about 100 yards further up the fairway.
Better stay on the fairway.
Yeah, it's nice now. All right.
Three out of three.
Lovely.
Having a crack. I don't think I've got him.
It was a drive of some merit, Dave.
I wanted to go, and didn't get to do it.
Oh, come on, the wind.
At the end of today's round, I don't want to get bogged up with it now, but I just want to bend your ears about something which I noticed on my Windows system.
Okay.
So I want advice on. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'll ask your advice about it anyway.
This is a feisty little pin.
Did you say window, Andy?
Windows, as in operating system Windows.
Oh, right, okay.
Right.
Nice. I'll show you the line, Andy.
Ah, well, I'd appreciate that.
Not going to take Dave's advice.
In what respect? Every respect.
Yes.
In the putt off the green respect.
39.
Ah, that respect.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to listen to what Uncle Dave says.
Oh, he lures me into his tricks. Oh,
Fuck.
at least it didn't roll back, Dave.
I know.
It was having a peek.
It had a whiff of. I'm going to go back to you. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I want to return to my nest. All right. Well, this putt. Afraid I'm going to give away the fact it's left to right, Andy. Oh crap! It's much more left to right than I thought. That's really amazing.
No.
Well,
Pace
feel-
was right.
I feel a bit better now. It didn't seem that big a break, did it? And you saw mine
No.
as well.
And the fact I was slightly uphill, I took a bit off it as well.
So did I.
So we both stuffed it up the same way by the sounds of it.
Now let's go with great minds think alike.
Mm.
Oh, Dave's just quite achieving his way to a
Oh, oh.
very nice, Dave. So you are doing it the hard way.
Yeah, I'd much rather be doing your putts.
Right. As we were, gentlemen.
Okay, this looks like a straightforward.
There's a pyramid off in the distance to the right.
I can't see a pyramid.
Not right now, but just in the previous shot.
Oh, okay.
Camera on the wind. Is it a disgrace? It is. Oh, hang on.
It's not a disgrace. It was an okay shot. We haven't had a genuine disgrace yet.
No.
It's commentator's curse, perhaps. Although I think I've just negated it.
Shite.
Hmm. I've just realised the last two majors, both been on courses with no trees. Because Oakland didn't have any trees.
Very true. Um, I'll get a
Good stop. The lip.
yeah.
Ew. Wow. Good shot.
I thought it was heading for those horrible bunkers.
Yes.
That would have been a real problem.
Even another 2 foot going long would have been a problem.
A shot.
Tap.
Oh,
Ooh. Didn't really expect you to get bite with that club.
me either. No, I know I've belted it. Stop. Stop.
You have belted it, you naughty lad.
That's really bad.
Good week.
Well, it's. I wouldn't be too harsh on you, Dave.
No. Yep.
Well done.
Cool.
Where is this course at, by the way? And is it on the south coast or?
It's at the very top of Ireland, the north coast.
Oh, that's right. You said the other one.
Yeah.
It's where, Dave?
Royal
Northern
Portrush.
Ireland.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about Royal St George's. Yeah,
No,
the
no,
real
the-
venue.
Yeah,
is,
the actual course. Yeah.
yeah, it's in Northern Ireland.
Oh, so this one isn't the actual course.
We don't have
No,
any-
this was the closest one we could find that had the same vibe.
Okay, yep. So this one I think is on the south coast, is it?
Yes, it's on the Kent coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good grinding going on.
Hey, it says in this in the stream, it says 2 people are watching.
Who's the other one?
Really?
I don't know. Yes.
Oh, I'm not going to look.
We've doubled our audience.
Wow. It must be our
Well, a shout out to our mystery viewer. Welcome.
yeah.
Can they?
Invite all-
Can
Invite all
they
your,
hear?
invite all your friends.
They can hear
Yeah, but then-
you. No, no, they can only hear what's in the game.
Yeah, they're not going to not on Teams.
Yeah, so they won't hear the voices. That's cool.
Oh, is that
Actually,
right?
No,
The stream,
no, they will. Because
the streamer's commentary. Yeah.
It's done through OBS. So yeah,
Yeah.
they'll hear it.
Is it time to expand to Twitch, Dave?
No.
You said that very quickly.
Jesus. Oh no, I hit the wrong club. It's too busy
Oh.
bloody giving commentary on the streaming. Fuck, I was wondering why it was going so far. Oh no. Oh well.
That's 2 to the left.
Let's make it around 3.
Carry 217. I think I've got the perfect. I think the one hybrid is just right for this for this shot, but I've got to wait for a side wind, not a headwind. Those sod off headwinds.
Aldrich.
No, God, I could be here all night. It's getting worse. It's getting more headwindy. Saw me coming, and now I'm not here. All right, fine. I'm swapping club. Okay, no, now fine. It's just, it's really stitching me up.
discombobulated somewhat, but
Yeah.
it might be a decent enough shot. It's a long putt, but
If it comes down off this swale, it might be okay.
it's not bad. Not
It's
bad at all.
trying. Yeah,
28 feet.
I'll take
Greasy
it.
putt time.
Yeah, greasy, all right. For sure.
Come on. Oh!
Good shot.
Oh.
That's two pretty good flops. All right, what's Mr. Grace got for me? This is right to left. 12 inches down here. Okay. Oh, wow. I did not see that. Yep.
No dramas.
Very nice.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, you shit. Damn it. Yeah, good shot.
It's a great fairway. Looks fantastic.
Mm. Where your shot, Dave? It's BU and ending in R.
Yeah. Just mistimed the drive. I think the
Yeah.
line was okay.
Yeah, it was bloody close.
Dave's gone full. Well, Uncle Dave.
Yeah, I have gone full Uncle Dave. I liked the thought of a full shot in with the 105 club.
Mm.
I was hoping for. But I think I've stuffed it up because if I hit a full 105, I think it's going to suck backwards. So we're going to be chopping 120 after all. Not to worry. Overcome this adversity.
Good shot. Oh, almost hit
Oh
the
God,
pin.
I think it meant that. It was very close to.
Ooh,
But had a look.
It did have a look, didn't it? Oh, I think you might.
Yeah, the edge of the bunker is only 5 foot away.
Yeah.
But should be able to get it out.
Utter for a second there, though.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around.
Seemed incorrect. Not going to
Bloody
fling
hell.
into the
No,
next one, are you?
don't. That would have been terrible.
That would have been a bit harsh.
Fuck.
That one's even steeper than the last one.
Well, at least I would have been in the back of the bunker.
Yeah, you would have been okay.
Now suck back.
Half-heartedly.
What a half-hearted suck back, wasn't it?
Mm.
I expected to get it close than 20 feet. But it is what it is. Oh, it didn't quite release. But
Almost.
I'm surprised it didn't release. You couldn't have had much work on the ball.
on. Ah, you little bugger.
All right. The poll swears this is straight. But based on yours, I'm going to go on right edge. I just need half a ball.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than right edge. I had it dead centre, but there was a more turn at the end.
It was just hard to see it.
This shows it's flat. Can't be flat. Oh, I'm going to assume it is. Fuck it.
Well, it all balanced out in the end, kind of, but cleverly avoided the hole.
Well, unfortunate bogey, but you got to take your medicine.
Yeah, these funkies are going to be medicine all week.
Right. See where this slot goes. Fucking hell. It's in the bunker.
Yeah, but
Oh,
these
might be
ones
far
aren't
enough.
gonna-
It's at the back of the bunker, and it's a low bunker. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Phil, when do your holidays start?
Last day is tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Then 2 weeks. Yep, 2 weeks holiday. Looking forward to it.
Are you going
Okay.
anywhere?
No. Usually, when I take this 2 week holiday, I have a skiing pass, and so I watch Tour de France at night and ski during the day.
Sounds
Lovely.
fantastic.
This year, my knee is crap, so I'm not doing that, and I've got to get that sorted out. But I've got timber balconies that I should never have built in timber, and I'm replacing them in steel. So I've just about got the back one done, and I'll be working on the front one. And she's got her 18th birthday party coming up on the 2nd of August, and so just got to sort of prepare for that a little bit, because there's guests from coming, her friends coming from Melbourne and a few other places, and our family coming up as well. So
Yep.
it's going to be lovely chaos, in other
Yeah.
words. Yeah, it should be
Fantastic.
chaotic, but occasional chaos isn't too bad. But yeah.
Oh, your daughter's 18th. That's fantastic. Should
Well,
be
that's
great.
right. That's right. Yeah, it should be really good. And I'm hoping, but I tell you what, it's her birthday's not well timed, because it's right in the middle of the ski season, and it's good ski season. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to maybe book a house for bunch of maybe a lot of family
Sure.
members to stay at.
Good shot.
Wow.
Very nice.
Paul McKendry's youngest daughter is having her 21st coming up in a few weeks.
Okay.
And, he's asked me to be a bouncer in case there's Facebook problems.
Well,
Yeah.
you've got the body of a bouncer. Sorry, the belly
That's
of a
right.
bouncer.
I'll just look mean. I can't fight to save myself, but I'll try and look mean.
So why did he want a bouncer?
Just in case there's some sort of, incursion from Facebook or something. Who knows?
Like right, yeah, like a party invasion kind of thing. Yeah, well. Where are they these
They're like the
days?
first line
Are
of
they still out
defense.
at Canterbury or thereabouts?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is supposedly a nice civilized suburb, but not necessarily.
Yeah. Well, once Facebook gets, the word gets out, they might come from all over. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, as I say, I'm putting up talking about hazards of parties, especially team parties. I've just put up the steel balcony at the back, which I reckon is indestructible, but I'm not going to tell the teams that.
Because there'll be 60 of them jumping on it if there's
Exactly,
a
to test it out, just to try and prove me wrong.
That's a good shot.
That's a great shot, Andy. This could be the shot of the night. Oh, it's pretty good. It's all.
Did you just play out of a bunker with a wood?
I did, yes.
Wow,
That is serious gold.
outstanding.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just casually did it while we were having a conversation as well.
Wow.
Well, I kind of knew what I was going to play, depending on the hit lot before I went in there.
That's a good shot too.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Nearly hold it.
Thought I had for a second.
Wow. Well, I'm 2 seconds behind in the stream, so spoilers.
Well, you won't be able to avoid Dave swearing because that just happens automatically.
What, you mean whether he sings it or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, no spoilers on that.
It's just the quality of the swearing gives you the clue.
Yeah. Yeah, when yeah.
I don't.
God damn it!
Oh,
He was trying to trick you.
yeah, he did. It worked. Well done.
Yeah, he's sneaky. Well done, Dave.
It was worth a try.
When you teed off before, Dave, and you ended up in the bunker, and I said that's a word starting with B-U and ending in R, I actually meant bugger.
Bugger me.
Yeah,
Mm.
not bunker.
Well, it's a tight game. It's a very tight game.
So,
Yeah, there's only one in it. He's pushing his luck.
yeah, really.
It's perfect now, but boy,
Wow.
I reckon that was a 0.26. A 0.27 might have been very exciting.
Well-
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, going left is not disaster here. Going right is.
Sounds like American politics.
Wow.
That'll be all right.
Yeah, we've given up talking about Trump, haven't we? Because
Yeah, we
it's
have.
just like it's just what can you say?
You
It's
might
just
as well be watching the young ones or something, except with the country.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my
And,
head.
actually, he's the Vivian of presidents. He's got the right colour hair and everything.
He is. And I mean, on the MSN feed, like homepage that I get, I swear, that has news from. I swear, like if I look at it 5 times a day, there, in those 5 times, each time there'll be 3 or 4 different pictures of Trump. So I get to see about 20 different images of his face every day, and I'm just thinking, God, I might have to boycott news media for a bit.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Oh my God, yeah. It really is.
It's just bad for your soul to read all this shit.
But I do think as an overall comment, I do think that basically, despite every his supporters and others saying he's a genius and all that, I reckon America's the equivalent of the Titanic sitting peacefully in the water after it's hit the iceberg, personally.
Yeah. Well,
And after it goes down, everyone will go, gee, we didn't see that coming. And it's sort of like, well, maybe we should have.
bound. Where's the hard fairway? What idiots at normal? Oh, that was me.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's probably better there than with a 77-foot putt, to be honest.
Like I'm going to get.
It's only going to be 59 foot. 53 bonus.
Not too bad, I guess.
It's all about where it lands. There's that awful swale. If I land on that uphill bit, it's going to be completely different to if I miss the uphill bit. Not a fan of this shot. It's gonna take the luck. Not luck. Bye bye. Stuffed it.
Oh, went long and right.
Okay.
I don't often go long and right with the 51 club, but I did there.
Pretty good, Dave.
I'm delighted with that one.
I think you're going to pick up a stroke here. Both got left ourselves a lot of work. A lot of work. Boy. Oh.
That looks good. Oh, fuck.
Would have been delighted with it.
There was an immediate right to left, which I didn't factor in as much as I should have done. Well, I believe we have a new leader at 3 under.
We do.
Somehow. Okay.
Looks decent.
Looks mares off.
That's funny. I was aiming at the wrong bunker on the left. That worked perfectly.
It's right in between those two big gaping bunkers, which look nasty.
Hmm.
It makes me want to do an Uncle Dave, actually. Going into its death. So, does anyone here have a degree in marine biology?
I can't
George.
say I have.
So, I've been reading about all these different crustaceans around the world, and this week, particularly in the New York Times, they're talking about the oyster farms and how all the oysters, because the ocean is getting more acidified as time goes by, because there's or more carbon, less oxygen, whatever. So the oysters and the mussels and all those sort of crustaceans, their shells are getting thinner because they can't build what they need to build because the mix is wrong in the ocean.
Right.
And well, my question is this: like krill, which are basically the whole backbone of the ocean, everything eats from the krill up.
Yeah.
And krill are like mini shrimps. They need that shell.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and they're probably the most susceptible to acidification. And if they disappeared, that means the whole food chain of the ocean is gone.
It'd be disaster for the whales and everyone else. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's going to be, and if there were an event like, well, I also read about the collapse of the bee population in the US. And they've only just sort of realized that it's down to these mites that have got immunity to the drugs that they've been using forever on them. But one of the beekeepers, these beekeepers, they go around to, all the orchards and stuff and make sure that, all the trees and plants are pollinated that produce food. And so they're paid to do that. But one guy said it used to be if I lost 3% of my population, that was a bad year. He said now every year we're losing 30% of our population.
Wow.
Of bees, yeah, and this one supplier, he had bees in the billions, so it was a huge amount of bees that he was losing.
Yeah.
But imagine, I mean, that's along with krill. Can you imagine if that happened to the even like farming sort of
Yeah. Well,
food
I
supplies?
know there's already talk of making little mini drones that do the job of bees.
Oh, that's Black Mirror,
Yeah, I was going to say that's Black Mirror.
and that was a scary episode because those when those bees had it in for someone, they were basically finished.
They also had the same concept in another episode of Black Mirror in the latest season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they had a teacher talking about the bees, the robotic bees. But that wasn't the story. But
Right.
they used that as part of the storyline.
Right. Yeah.
That was a really good episode. So if you get to watch
Right.
the current season, I think you'll enjoy it.
All right. Yep. Yeah, I did like that bee one, even though it was terrifying.
Well, that's really the whole point of Black Mirror, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the
But it does make
scenarios
you
are
think
horrifying.
there's enough talk about robotic bees for it to now sound like it's something that might actually happen. Can you imagine, like anyone who's anti-environment saying, yeah, we just had robot bees. There's no problems with environment. It's all going fine. But what you were talking about shellfish before as well, Dave, with the obviously with the what do you call it? The calcium.
Yeah,
They need to be able to synthesize
that's
calcium.
right.
I guess, from
And they get that from the ocean. And
yeah,
if it's acidified, it can't form.
yeah,
And so what they've actually done for the oyster farms in
Wow.
America, and they've been doing it
It's
for
not
a
bad shot.
decade or so, they pour an enormous amount of alkaline chemicals into the ocean
yeah,
so that the oyster farms get
Yeah.
the correct amount of acidity. But
yeah.
that's
What could
so
go
artificial.
wrong?
You can't do that for the whole ocean.
No, you can't. Absolutely not. But it's interesting about the shellfish because there's one Pacific island, I forget which one, where when really bad weather is coming, all the shellfish, they climb high up on the rocks, high up into the cliff.
Wow, they know.
Yeah, the locals call it the clam before the storm.
Oh, dear.
Oh no! I walked right into that one too.
You did.
Oh God! No wonder
Right.
you're a lawyer. You're very good with your words.
Yeah.
You trick us all. You should have been Aaron Patterson's lawyer. She would have got off.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I do believe that there are certain species which they might not be crashing, but the availability of them is sort of it used to be all year round, and now it's not all year round. So, for example, yesterday I just happened to be in a shop. I thought, oh, I must get some sardines, and sardines were in very short supply. Had
Right.
plenty of herring in tins, but no sardines, and stuff like anchovies. That can be very hitty missy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, the fisheries. I mean, even not even recently. I saw some program, probably several years ago now, and the fishermen said basically it's a desert out there, compared to what we used to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not surprising. And can you remember, for sure, we'll all remember going into the fish and chip shop and used to get this fish, battered fish called orange ruffy.
Oh, don't talk to me about orange ruffy.
Why?
Dave knows.
Did you get food poisoning or something from it?
I got a bad case of the runs 2 minutes after
Wow.
walking out of the restaurant.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's oily, runny shit, and it was just. It was
Right.
horrible.
I
Bad
also
news.
have, yeah, I also have the same metabolic response, and unfortunately, I had orange ruffy one night, and I was playing golf the next day
Yeah.
at a fancy golf course, and so I've worn these light grey pants,
Oh, gnarly.
and no one said anything, but I got home and there was like a patch of orange brown about the size of an
Oh.
orange.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
That's not good.
I just
that's-
died.
That's one of the things they talked about, the mushroom killer, because she said she had the runs, but she was filmed walking around a service station, but she wore, just off-white pants, and they say who's got a case of the runs and puts on a pair of off-white pants, but obviously you could have stood up in the dock, Dave, and said it does happen.
Well, here's the best bit about that particular story, Phil. She went into the women's dunny and she
9
was in there
seconds.
for a total of 9 seconds. So
Yeah.
who can go to the dunny, sit down, take your pants down, and do anything in 9 seconds? It's impossible.
Well,
So
it
it
just
was
shows how fast things were moving for it.
Oh, yes.
No, that
Yeah.
woman can lie as easily as breathing. She's just one of those.
Yeah. Did you read about the doctor that got up in the dock and sort of gave his, very professional evidence about how she came into the hospital and then didn't want to, she checked herself out and all that sort of thing, and he made that phone call and everything. So that was all fine, everything. But did you hear what he said afterwards when he was interviewed by someone from the Herald Sun?
He's dug himself a big hole, that doctor.
He's dug himself a massive hole.
What did
And
you say?
well, he called her a crazy bitch and a few other choice words.
And,
Yeah,
and
well,
you know,
it's
he
not
also called her evil. And
Oh.
the thing is, he said all these things about someone that was his patient. He should have known better. You can't say
And
that.
also, she can still appeal. So as soon as she's sentenced, she can either appeal the sentence or appeal the decision or both. So, if she, I mean, I'm sure the thing that surprised me is that she's really well cashed up. She got an inheritance of a couple of $1 million 20 years ago, and then another quite large inheritance about 5 years ago, which is why she's got pretty good silk representing her. So they'll be going for every angle, and for sure they'll look at that and say, well, hang on, maybe this witness was prejudiced against her, and blah blah blah. Off they go. So who knows? There's still a chance.
On the bright side, the appellate court generally sets the bar fairly high.
They do.
It has to be a fairly obvious mistake by either the judge or
Yeah, that's
the
right.
evidence or whatever.
Well,
So
Well, I was talking
Anyway,
about.
before you
George.
carry on,
Yeah.
we'll kill the team's conversation.
oh, okay.
Restart it.
I thought you'd been shut up while you have it shut.
No.
Yeah. I think I won.
You did win, Phil. Well done. Nearly everyone's
We're
back.
back.
Hello? Yeah, I think
Yep.
we're all back.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
no worries. I thought, like Dave, you wanted us to shut up for a bit.
No, I
So.
don't care.
But we will shut up till you've had your
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Mm.
That worked
Impressive,
alright.
Dave.
That worked fine.
You
That is a very fortunate carry.
well,
It was a
as
big
the-
difference.
the commentators would say he took on the bunker and he won.
Yeah. Well, risk and reward.
Yeah, I'm certain what Dave did, and I'm going to do the same thing, except with a slight Dave twist, a super hook, and it'll just take another 2 meters off it and make it the perfect distance. Not wrong.
Oh. Okay. What could go wrong?
Nothing. Oh no, I picked the wrong club. I know that now from what's just happened.
Well, I know what's going on. You
I did the
thought-
math wrong. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm almost certain Dave hit the 134 club, which I'm going to hit. Bloody hell. And you hit the 146.
Yes, I did.
And Andy, pick me like a nose.
Carried exactly the same way.
It's the most unsavory compliment I've ever heard.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm going to do a hammy on this shot. God damn it. Look at this.
Oh, we've just been talking about going
You've
for
got
the
your hands but this is a yoga position, not a golf shot.
It looks as though his club is extension of his old man.
This is like something out of the Kama Sutra. What's going on? Jesus Christ. No,
You could
got to try and somewhere. And now I've got to say the comment, I've got to try and get this up. Oh, dear me. It's,
right. Well, we've still got 2 people watching.
Good shot.
I'm happy.
Oh, come on. Spoilers. Yeah, good shot.
It seems like a lot of bad things could have happened in there, but none of them did.
The magic of online golf. Because can you imagine if that was a real shot? You'd just have to play it backwards, wouldn't you?
I was at the back of the bunker. I felt like there was enough room.
No, but I mean, ordinarily,
In real life,
you'd have to stand in the sand, so you'd have to turn around.
yeah.
Play
I mean, yeah, you're right. Will it?
Good putt. Oh.
Spoilers.
Oh,
Jesus. It always gets the best reactions, doesn't it? The lip outs.
indeed it does. I think this is doable.
Wow.
It's 4 under par, 4-2 naught.
He's pressing. Nice work, Dave.
Thank you. the shoulders up on.
I saw the pyramid again just quietly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whereabouts is it? Oh, is it on the previous screen?
Well, it was, but it was when Dave took his shot, and immediately when it went to, I think you were tapping out. You must have been doing it from another direction, so it suddenly went before I could say. Any pyramids down there on the south coast?
I don't think so. But having said that, there are these. I don't know what they are, but I have seen. I'm not sure whether they're navigational sort of landmarks, which I have seen on one of our coastlines.
Okay.
And I never really understood what they were for. They might have been sort of for bombing ranges, that kind of thing.
Okay. And they're actually on land, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I didn't know whether they were actually in the water, but I would guess they would have been constructed in the dunes.
Okay. That was like a crazy golf shot, that last one. Way it curled around.
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay.
It's right on it.
Pity.
Wow. Oh. That was a good shot.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a no baby for a minute.
It did look like it.
Yeah. It never looked like missing until it did.
Yeah.
Another tricky putt.
Got some bite. But okay.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Woof, woof.
Right.
You're making a statement again, Dave. I've told you about this before.
I know.
Wow. It's on a roll.
Yeah. Very nice. 6 inches downhill. And I get this very gently and softly.
Not soft enough, Dave.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Christ. And immediately left. Way left. Oh, no.
Woof.
It nearly took my driver as the putter.
I've been waiting for that to happen. It's got to happen one day.
Doing it in round one of the Open isn't recommended.
Incorrect timing.
But the club would swing wildly. You'd know very quickly that you're at the wrong club.
Well,
You would-
I would hope so, yeah.
Okay, 293.
Dave's just gone 4 birdies in the last 5 holes, Andy, to make a big statement.
Yeah, well, very little we can do about this at the moment.
No, except try and stay with him.
Uh-oh.
I think you're okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Toyed with it, though.
Yeah, it could be chinks in your armour, Dave. That was at least 2 or 3 metres off the middle of the fairway.
That's right.
All right.
No dramas.
Well, that's right down the middle of the fairway. As is that.
Perfect. But with extra brute.
There's a
It was.
new movie coming out called The Brutalist.
Is there?
Yes. What have we got? 64. 64.
We're all watching.
I've been meaning to tell you that I've been given the lead role in the film.
What were you saying you're watching, Phil?
Well, Justin's staying at the moment for a couple of weeks, and he's come up with Attack of the Titans, which is a Japanese animation.
Yeah.
Goes over 4 seasons, but it's funny because some of the animation is very like deliberately old school, like almost Thunderbirds like, where you have stills and like just sort of with the camera moving across people, a still photo. And sometimes, you might have that, but you have everyone's hair sort of moving. So, but it's really good, and the story is really good. It's got us all in. So we've been binging on that. So, yeah, it's not a bad one.
Yeah, interesting. No, I was reading just a couple of days ago that Netflix, almost 50% of their viewing hours is on anime.
Okay.
It's some
Well,
really amazing number.
Did you hear that Bluey is the most streamed thing in the world for
What?
last year? Yeah.
Like more than Bold and the Beautiful.
Uh,
It's hard to believe.
I know, as gobsmacking as that may seem, a family of animated dogs living in Brisbane does outdo the Bold and the Beautiful.
Right? Oh no! Now it's horrible.
Yeah. One of my favourite things reading about Bluey is that a lot of American kids are picking up all these Australianisms like Dunny. But the parents, by and large, it seems the parents are in favour of it, and they've even started calling the toilet the Dunny as well.
Hmm.
And so
Australian culture reaches the world via a blue
Exactly.
dog.
The Thunderbox.
Exactly, yeah, and Fluffy is a big one as well.
Oh, I've got the same as you, Dave, I think.
Come and join me, Andy.
I wouldn't care. That was just the right club as well.
Just a metre to the right, you might have been okay.
Now it's a pretty horrible shot.
Perfect.
That's really good because shorter's back at your feet. That makes me think, oh, I've got a putt. God damn it. 2, 2, 4, 5, 11. Oh shit, it breaks two ways. That's not helpful. I think like it's 55 foot.
I don't want to hit this long. Not be long. Okay. Get to 19 foot. I'll do it.
A sensible putt, avoiding any destruction of your good work. Well, I'm going to hit this firm just because there could be invisible left or right somewhere, but I can't see any. I'm just going to back myself and hit it firm. If I hadn't, I reckon that might have missed left.
That was a gutsy putt.
No, not
Yeah,
that
my ball.
much.
My balls are descending again. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
glad that round's over.
Well,
You know what? I think those pyramids might be those rooftops in the distance that I didn't see the lower part of.
Yeah, they're not pyramids, but I know exactly what you're talking about. They are
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah.
well, what a magnificent finish, Dave. I've gone
Yeah.
Nick Faldo, which hasn't helped at all.
Well, you have gone full Nick Faldo, haven't you?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't know where I pulled those 4 birds from, but
Yeah.
And that was a 65 as well, not a 66.
And,
Yeah.
and Andy actually went Nick Faldo as well. Net effect. 1 bogey, 1 birdie.
Yeah, same as
Same on
same
the
as
front.
both nines.
Wow.
And,
Yeah, didn't really have a lot going there.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna take off because the family's anxious to watch Attack of the Titans.
no worries.
Oh,
No,
okay.
enjoy.